ceiling. There's another deadline that's approaching. Boehner promises a whale of a fight. Come on in, Americans for Tax Reform President Grover Norquist, joining us today in New York City. Welcome to the Big Apple.
Good to be with you.
Okay, do you think that the Republicans are going to cave again and submit to the president who wants a blank check to borrow more money and spend it?
Well, you go back to 2011, the president wanted a blank check. He wanted to increase the debt ceiling by $2.5 trillion to get himself past the 2012 election. The Republicans, Boehner rule, said, no, we're going to have to cut $2.5 trillion over the next decade off the budget. They held, people said we'd go off a cliff, the world would end. They
didn't cave.
They didn't.
Republicans did not cave.
They held. Obama wanted peace until after the 2012 election, and he was willing to pay for it. He also thought the sequester would never really happen. He believed that some Republicans who can never say no to the Pentagon would bust the sequester. That didn't happen. We go in now. What does the president want? He would like to get past the 2014 election. That's about $1 trillion. He might want to get past the 2016 election if he cares who follows him. That's $2 to $3 trillion. So watch the size of his request. Is he just trying to get himself past 2014, save the Senate, try for the House, or is he actually trying to help Hillary Clinton or Biden by taking him all the way to 13? He will pay for either of those with some spending.
The president today is begging Republicans for support for his Syrian attack. He has to negotiate with the Republicans on Syria. Do you think that gives the Republicans more leverage to negotiate with him and he with them on the debt ceiling coming up for mid-October?
No, I think it's...
No extra leverage for the Republicans?
No, because what they'll do is they'll conflate those two, and they'll take some Republicans who really want to have a significant war in Syria and try and get them to become tax increasers and not budget cutters. So I think we should keep these two issues very separate. The president would like to have someone hold his hands as he takes the first step into the quagmire. Some people are saying, I don't want to hold his hands while he does that. Second fight we have is, do we get a delay of Obamacare? The president has delayed bunches of Obamacare already. This is not asking for something he could not, with a straight face, say yes to. He's delayed bits for business.
Do you think we get a delay?
I think, well, maybe not for all the pieces of it, but for much of it.
More pieces of it?
Because Democratic senators running in 2014 do not want this thing to blow up between now and next November. So we have allies. I think it's entirely possible. It's a reasonable request, just like the $2.5 trillion in spending, worth having, big, not impossible to win.
Grover Norquist, welcome and thank you for being with us today in New York. Interesting stuff as ever.